and this is my Chapter 6 makeup post video blog for Chapter 6 Multinational and Entry Mode Strategies, Content, and Formulation. After reading this chapter, there are many things that hit home from the last company I worked at. We were a multinational construction firm. Um, some of our biggest flaws, which we've seen firsthand, were we did not know their culture. We did not know um, what norms would be prevalent. We did not know what would be acceptable as far as business terms. We didn't know what would be a wanted um, contractor. What would they want from us? We instead put what has always worked for us back here in the U.S. and put it out there, and it worked for some time, but overall they were not the happiest with us, and we ended up losing the next year's account. A huge example would be of that with Walmart in Korea. Um, they did not tap in and tune into what North Korean housewives wanted when they went shopping. The same deal with us. We did not get to know what made successful companies tick over there. So when it came down to it, we were doing everything per our standards and per American standards and what made us successful. When if we would have just regeared, we would have been a great success. Um, First and foremost would have been the way we did business. Secondly, would have been how we handle ourselves with public meetings. As Americans, we are very business driven. We want to get boom, done, over, on to the next challenge, on to the next task. Where in Europe, they wanted more of a relationship. They wanted to get to know you. They wanted to know who would be influencing their business's future. We didn't take that into account. Instead, we tried to boom, force that American business on them and force our American business values, and it failed miserably the second time around because they did not feel like they knew us. Our product was great, and it competed with the rest, but where the rest competed with us and where they won is that their product was just the same as ours, but they didn't know who sold it to them. On the other hand, they did know these people. They knew them in and out. They knew their families. They knew their kids. They knew their kids' sports. Things that we didn't take into account and take time to do. So in the long run, it was a failure. Um, exactly with the same thing with Walmart. They didn't tune in to the customer's demands and eventually sold out and moved out of the area. We moved out of the area too. I think if we would have invested more time and capital um, in the initial startup and the entry into that market, we'd be successful and we'd still be there today.